Small Restaurant Seating Design by Zulueta Architecture. This presentation is part of a series of short information sessions covering the topic of how to design a small restaurant. The targeted audience are people who are interested in entering the restaurant business. What you learned today is the value of good seating design, the restaurant as an assembly occupancy, how to compute seating based on building code, and minimum spacing dimensions in between tables or seats based on code. About the presenter. Architect Joanne Zulueta has over 20 years of experience in the industry. She's currently licensed in Canada in Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, Ontario, and Saskatchewan. As to the restaurant industry, she's involved in the design of popular and established food franchises in North America. This slide shows a few of her certificates. The one on the left is a certificate of being registered as an architect in Alberta. The one in the middle is a certificate as a firm, Zulueta Architecture Ltd. in Alberta. And the one on the right is the certificate for a LEED accredited professional. Today we have 4 topics: the value of good seating design, the restaurant is an assembly occupancy, seating design calculation, and the last is minimum spacing between seats. What is the value of good seating design? Business-wise, you need to have as many seats as you can for the restaurant to earn money. You need to have enjoyable experience for someone to come to your restaurant. And you need to meet code and city requirements. You cannot just squeeze everyone in there. It's not just bad design. Your restaurant will not get your license approved. Assembly occupancy. So what is an assembly occupancy? A restaurant is considered as an assembly type of occupancy. Assembly means that this is a use that brings large groups of people together in a limited space. Because of this, assembly occupancies have more requirements and restrictions in terms of building code. Designing your seating. One of the key factors in the success of the restaurant is the seating capacity. For this discussion, we're talking about indoor seating. Seating calculations are based on the building code. Per person or per seat is 1.2 square meters or 12.9 square foot. On the right side is the occupancy load table taken from a local building code. And I have highlighted the requirement for the dining, beverage, and cafeteria space as 1.2 square meters per person. So what we are showing here is the actual seating design calculation for a restaurant. The proposed number of seats for this restaurant is 150. The dining area is approximately 2,484 square foot or 230 square meters. Multiply by 80% to get the actual dining area. About 20% of the area goes to corridors. So we have 184 square meters divided by 1.2 square meters is 153 seats. So the calculation is pretty close to the proposed number of seats. The restaurant is 84 feet by 48 feet approximately 4,032 square foot. So 60% of the restaurant area goes to seating. For this slide, I'm showing the seating as an enlarged layout. Minimum spacing. For non-fixed seats at tables arranged in rows, spacing between the nearest edges of tables in two successive rows shall not be less than 1.4 meters or 4 feet and 7 inches from back of table to back of table if the tables are on both sides, 1 meter or 3 feet and 3 inches from back of table if seating is on one side only. These dimensions are based on local fire code. You need to follow proper spacing for egress or exiting. In summary, what we have discussed here is the value of good seating design, assembly occupancy for a restaurant, seating design calculations based on occupant load. I've shown you some design layouts and minimum spacing between seats. As closing, I hope that you've gained knowledge from this course. If you need certification for these courses, let us know. Feel free to contact me at info@zuluetaarchitecture.com. Take care and have a good day. Bye.